common police technique used to bring charges against suspects not inclined to deal directly with cops. But often the undercover agent is a shady character facing his own charges. That makes him motivated to give police what they want, whether the suspect has done something wrong or not. Donald Andrews Jr. operates a so-called smoke shop on Mohawk Avenue in Scotia. It sells incense and other smoking paraphernalia, legal stuff, but material that might also be repurposed for other illicit activities. Scotia and Schenectady County Police became suspicious and targeted Andrews' shop, sending an undercover informant in twice in March. The second time, Andrews' attorney, Kevin Lebrand, does play-by-play that appears to show the informant planting, then photographing crack cocaine that led to Andrews' arrest.
Donald turns, he comes in, places the crack on the counter, crack which under federal sentencing guidelines would get him 4 years in jail. Under New York State law would get him 2 to 7 years in jail.
There are 7 cameras in plain view in Andrews' small store. Here's a second clear angle.
He walks in, places the crack cocaine on the counter.
Members of the Schenectady chapter of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference viewed the apparent framing of an African-American businessman and were outraged.
It was a setup, and I believe that he was racially profiled and targeted, and it would be easy for them to say that he was selling drugs because he was black.
Now, neither the Schenectady County Sheriff nor the Scotia Village Police Chief were available to be interviewed about the apparent planting of evidence. By phone, the sheriff acknowledged proper procedures were not followed, but denied his investigators purposely framed the suspect. The sheriff blamed the informant, who has taken flight. Andrews was arrested but released when he was able to get police to look at the multiple camera angles. He's taken the first step at filing a lawsuit and was not made available today by his attorney. Bill Lambton, News Channel 13.
So this video shows you exactly what black people got to go through whenever we try to create businesses, try to be productive, try to get somewhere positive in this society. Now, lots of people in this country try to say that black people don't contribute nothing to society. Black people don't do anything productive besides be on welfare. Black folks don't want to do nothing positive for themselves. But every time black people try to do something good for themselves, you get resistance. I'm saying they because I don't want to put myself in that predicament if I don't gotta be in it. I don't want to speak them words on them myself. So that's why I said they. I'm not trying to say I'm not part of us, but I'm just saying that's what happens when black people try to start something positive for themselves. There's resistance, and it's a sick cycle because it's messed up because they don't want us to be productive just so they can have somebody to talk about, somebody to feel like they're above them. That's why they do this. They sit up, and every time we try to do something positive, every time black folks try to do something positive, they hold black folks back from doing something positive. And it's the same thing that happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. They had a whole Black Wall Street down there that they were even trading with other countries. They was trading with other countries. Possibly they was more successful than the American businesses that was already in effect. They was almost more popular and more successful than it was. And they came through and dropped bombs on them people and killed them because they were jealous of the businesses, envious of the success that they had. And that's what happens, man. That's what happens. So we finally got proof to show what is happening. They keep saying that we just pulled the race card and we keep coming up with an excuse to why the black race is unproductive. We keep saying we coming up with an excuse and we don't want to be productive and we're crazy and disillusioned about the oppression of black people. But that video right there shows you just what we're talking about. So the solution I can see to this problem is I don't know. I'll have to think about that for a while to actually get a good solution. But so far, from just off the top of my head, the only solution I see to it is just, first of all, the main solution that I know is hard because lots of black people don't have enough money to move them and 5 kids or however many kids you got. It don't matter how many kids that you got unless you got like 1 kid. But if you, for instance, say they move to Africa, it's gonna cost you about probably like $1,700, $1,500 for a ticket to Africa, to any country in Africa. That's gonna cost you. So imagine it being a mother, father, two kids. That's about $5,000-$6,000 to move there. And you also, it's just not that, because you have to have some type of proof that you got some type of income there. So you will have to have like some type of business that you already run, probably, to move there. Lots of these countries, you find out the laws are different once you get there than what you read on the internet, because they lie to you on the internet so you don't find out. But I'm just saying, from the perspective of looking on the internet, that's the only information that we really got, unless we know somebody from that country. But that's a lot of money. You're gonna have to have a business, gonna have proof that you are able to supply yourself with your basic needs. So you're gonna have to have proof that you got a job and a business of some sort. You're gonna have the money to move there. You're gonna have to have all the shots. Once you get there, you have to get shots, and nobody wants the shots. There's all type of stuff that plays into moving to a different country. So that's very hard to do, but that's what I think we should do. We had to move out the white man's country where they constantly oppress you. But the thing is about white people is that even if you move to a different country, some of them are so hateful that they will follow you to the country that you go to and come there and do something there. And it's not really funny, but it's just so amazing to me that it's just crazy. That's what we go through, man. And the second solution I got, if we stay here, is just to keep making our businesses, man. Keep making our businesses. But I want to say somehow try to make it to where we say that white folks can't enter our businesses. At the same time, there's 2 problems with that I see right now. First of all, they'll just send black people. There's black folks here who will work for white folks to help to betray us. And to keep it real, this is stuff that most folks don't recognize, but there are shapeshifters and reptilians and aliens that can shapeshift into black folks and come. They can shapeshift into anything that they want. There's all type of stuff going on out here, so they can still find some way. But we just got to keep pushing. That's all I can see for it now. And the second problem is that if we were to keep white folks out of our businesses, they would make that as an excuse. And right now, like, they're trying to use reverse racism on us to act like we're being the ones racist to them when they've been oppressing our people. So that will give them a good excuse to say that we're using racism against them. And that's only going to make the world turn a blind eye to what's really happening out here. That's what that's probably going to end up doing. So that's not a very good solution either. So I don't know. We have to come up with some solutions, y'all. Like I said, on my webpage, I have a solutions page on there that you can send solutions to problems that you see. I already put 2 solutions on there. I've been taking a break from updating the website for a while, but sending your solutions to what you think we can do about this and do and other stuff, man. That's what's wrong, man. Everybody wants to complain about the problems but don't want to find no solutions. Everybody just wants to sit around and complain, and the more you put energy into complaining and different problems in your life, the more they're going to manifest. You got to put your mind onto the solutions of the problem so the solutions can manifest, man. Be strong out here, man. That's how you're going to overcome your obstacles, man. As soon as you have a problem, put your mind on a solution. Don't complain. Don't whine about it. Get that solution right, man. Use that anger in your heart to come up with a solution. Transfer the energy into something else. Be an alchemist. Turn that into something positive. Turn the problem to a solution. Negative to positive. Okay? That's what y'all got to do out here, man. That's how we going to overcome these folks. But right now, I don't have a solution to this problem. But once I have one, I'm gonna come back and make a video and tell you. So anyway, hey, this video, it's crazy, man, that this is what we have to go through as a people. Everybody's becoming desensitized to it, and it's getting ridiculous, but at least we finally got proof of what we talking about is happening. A police officer planted crack cocaine, or an informant for a police officer planted crack cocaine inside this man's business, and almost caused this man to get 4 years or more in prison. How terrible is that an innocent man gets 4 years or more in prison? So if he almost got it, see, if he didn't have them cameras, he'd be in jail right now for 4 years or more in prison. So imagine how many guys there are out there who went through the same thing and didn't have cameras, and they sitting in there right now with 4 or more years in prison. Or there's folks out there with 100 years of prison, life in prison for stuff that they didn't do, stuff that was planted on them. Imagine how many people going through that right now. So anyway, thank y'all for watching this, and I'm gonna check you next time. Peace.